This is Democracy Now! I'm Amy Goodman with Juan Gonzalez. As the U.S. and Israeli war in Iran enters its 32nd day, we turn now to look at how artificial intelligence is reshaping how wars are fought. The Trump administration says the U.S. has struck 11,000 targets in Iran since the war began. The military's largely relied on an AI system known as Project Maven to speed up the process of identifying targets. But critics have questioned the accuracy of the AI system. The Pentagon's now investigating if Project Maven played a role in the U.S. strike on the Iranian girls' school that killed over 170 people, mainly children. The Pentagon launched Project Maven in 2017. Google was an initial partner, but the company pulled out after over 3,000 Google workers signed a letter opposing the work, saying, quote, "We believe that Google should not be in the business of war." The big data firm Palantir then took over the project and has run it ever since. This is Palantir's chief technology officer, Shyam Sankar, speaking on Bloomberg earlier this month.
Current operations are ongoing, but I think people will reflect back and say this is the first large-scale combat operation that was really driven, enhanced, made substantially more productive with technology, with AI. If you think about Gulf War or Gulf War II, sorry. Gulf War II, we did about 1,000 targets. It was 6 months of planning for roughly 50 to 100 people. And in this conflict, you're looking at that equivalent of work for twice as many targets was done by one person in 2 weeks. So how do we give our service members that Iron Man suit? We're making them 50 times more productive than the adversary.
Iron Man suit.
Yeah, the conceptual Iron Man suit, right?
Okay.
Like, how do I make them superhuman?
Officer Shyam Sankar. We're joined now by Katrina Manson, award-winning journalist at Bloomberg, author of the new book, Project Maven, a Marine colonel, his team, and the dawn of AI warfare. So why don't you lay it out? What is Project Maven, the companies involved, the revolts like the thousands of Google workers who said no?
Project Maven started in 2017 at a time the Pentagon was increasingly concerned about the technological capabilities that China's military was developing. Not only China was spending more on defense at a time that the US, of course, maintains the biggest budget on defense of any country in the world, but was also aware that China had been studying America's military weak points. The people who backed Project Maven believed that AI could be a route towards autonomy and to help the US speed up the scale